Wait, we're live?
Yeah, we're live. We're live.
Oh, remix.
Let's go.
Remix.
Remix.
We in the building.
1, 2, 3, let's go. Talk that talk.
The best intro in the game.
Talk that talk.
You see the vibes?
I said talk that talk.
Hey,
Hey, we keep it real.
on Talk That Talk.
We tell the truth.
Hey, on Talk That Talk.
That's what we
Hey,
do.
Talk That Talk.
That's what we do.
Hey, Talk That Talk.
That's what we
Hey,
do.
Talk That Talk.
That is what we do. Hey man, my mic breaking on me and stuff. What is going on up in here? I don't even know what just happened. Just the mic just not cooperating, man.
That's crazy.
Anyway, man, we'll fix that later. I ain't even gonna get into that.
Happens to me all the time.
Yeah, welcome back. Welcome back.
Welcome back
To another edition of Talk That Talk podcast. I go by the name of Bake, and I got my co-host, my brother, my producer of the year, father of the year, husband of the year. He ain't playing Pro-Am this year, but he's still doing his thing this year.
This is crazy. I can't believe he going down there on the airwaves. I'm coaching. I'm a part of it. I'm going to be there. Just do some media stuff. Do some talk that talk, sideline interviews. Just gotta change the. You gotta change the perception of your job description.
Yeah.
Or I'm gonna show it be a nuisance. Oh, he trash. Be like Kevin Garnett. Get that trash ass shit out of here. Remember Kevin Garnett, the damn Gordon?
Yeah.
I would just be in the stands heckling people. That's what I would do. I would be the Pro-Am heckler. Oh, you picked him over me?
Yeah, he did. They did.
Oh, he got somebody giving him buckets, but I couldn't make a team.
They sure did.
That's crazy work.
Oh man, but anyway, how you doing, bro? You good though?
I'm good, man. School out. Summer's here. Vacation with the wife soon.
Yes.
That's really, man, that's really all I care about. Like, I don't even care about my kids currently because I'm trying to get rid of them so I can go on vacation. Now, if you want my truth, just being honest with you, man, you know me, I'm keeping that thing 1,000.
Nah, man, I feel that because, you've been working, been doing a lot. Sometimes you need those getaways,
Yeah, man.
I think parents need to understand that balance of you can't always be a parent all the time.
You can't, bro.
You have to be able to parent yourself as well. Like, you have to be able to take care of you. You know what I'm saying? If you are always taking care of other people, eventually your cup is going to be so empty.
Yeah.
You're going to start taking out your frustration, your stress on your kids, on your loved ones. So you got to find that balance, man. And I appreciate what y'all do, you and the sis, going on those, marital vacations, day trips.
Because like I said, one of the biggest things that we know about ourselves is the simple fact, like, we can't lose sight of us.
Right.
One of the first things in our marriage counseling when we was our premarital counseling was the pastor drew a circle.
Right.
And he was like, this is family. It's like, this is the outer family. Then he drew another circle. This is your household. And then he drew another circle, and that's y'all. So at the end of the day, if this is not good, them other circles ain't gonna mean nothing either.
Right, that's true.
And so, and at the end of the day, your kids are going to eventually grow up and be living their lives.
Right.
So what are y'all gonna have something to come back to?
Right.
You don't want to wait till the kids go and then all of a sudden you're trying to live life and trying to recoup all them years back. So, like I said, man, we make it a very big deal to spend time with one another. We go on trips. We try to have date night once or twice a month.
Yeah.
Constant check-in. We constantly talking to each other. I feel like we talk to each other too damn much, just to be quite honest. But for real. But it's like our conversations are always our conversations. No, I'm just saying, like, on the surface, man, like, I'll be at work, she'll call me. She'll be at work, I'll call her. When I'm on my way home, I'm calling her. When she on her way home, she calling me. Like, Like we spend a lot of time talking to one another, and I guess that's a good thing. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. It's a good thing, right?
Like, bro, I just talked to you, babe. Like, ain't that changed really, bro? It's just updates.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, we'll call each other and we'll sit on the phone, and we'll both realize, man, you ain't saying shit. I ain't said that either.
Bro,
all right, bye.
Half the time, people don't say nothing on the phone.
Yeah.
After about 2-3 minutes, it's like, oh, yeah. So, what you say you was going to do again later?
It's like we got to find drama in other places to have conversations. It's just, it's fun. But like I said, man, I love my wife. I love that we do these things, man. Last year was New Orleans. This year is Atlanta.
ATL, baby.
You feel me?
Yes.
I'm going to bring Bake back a souvenir. Your birthday coming up.
ATL, man. Yeah,
your birthday coming up.
Next year.
Yeah, man.
Next month.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Your birthday coming up next month.
I said next year.
I'm going to bring back Bake a souvenir.
Yeah.
You know, a little, find him some Falcon. I'll find you some Falcon.
Yeah, we'll figure that thing out, man. But anyway, man, do we got a new coach on the horizon?
Oh, yes.
Is it the Dan Hurley show? Is he the best fit for the Los Angeles Lakers? You're a Laker fan. I'm a LeBron fan. So as a Laker fan, is this a good fit for the team?
Yes. The crazy thing is I never even considered Dan Hurley a candidate. Just because it's like 2 back-to-back championships at UConn.
Right.
He just looked like one of those guys that just going, the Coach K's, the Dean Smiths, the like just going to be where he want to be in college and do that.
Right.
Because he's a hell of a coach.
Right.
Hell of a coach. And so when I wake up and news break that Lakers is considering Dan Hurley, my excitement went through the roof, bro. Like, I haven't been that excited about a Laker hiring of a coach in never.
Yeah.
Since Phil came back.
Yeah.
And so I love that he coaches. And I know like the adjustment from college kids, whatever the case is, to NBA pros is going to be different. But I don't think that's going to change him from coaching. Yeah. Because when you watch a Dan Hurley basketball team, those boys are well coached. You would never say UConn got out coached.
Right.
Maybe they got outplayed because it's basketball, make or miss thing. But out coached,
right?
Nah, man. I'm talking about like from the sets he runs to the way he gets guys open to the man he demands on the defensive side of the ball. If you watch UConn, because you watch the national championship,
yeah.
Them boys locked Purdue up.
Yeah.
Because Purdue was doing whatever they want to anybody.
Yeah.
Ran against UConn.
Yeah.
Boys was locked.
I mean, but Purdue had the matchup advantage throughout the tournament. Nobody was able to stop their center, the big guy.
Yeah, but true. So, but I'm just saying, they still had the matchup advantage because I mean, the UConn center is only like 7 feet.
Yeah, man, 7 feet. Yeah,
but
he's a rim protector. He's a true rim protector. Purdue had the matchups where they wasn't really playing against a true rim protector, so he was able to dominate. And as you see, he didn't dominate in that championship game.
Nah. And then the other thing is what UConn did to Purdue defensively.
Yeah.
And how they made Etney have to guard.
Yeah.
And put him in so many different pick and rolls. So what I get from that is Hurley as a coach is going to find your weakness.
Right.
And he's going to exploit that weakness. He's not going to sit here and play these, well, I got this and nah. You feel me? And I know like in the NBA it's a tad bit different because of spacing and how things work out. But like I said, man, I just love him. I love the addition if we end up going that route.
Yeah. It's going to be the thing for me. And it's also, I just thought about this, and we can talk about this in just a sec. Is 2 things.
Okay.
Because the NBA is a little bit different than college.
Yep.
But the college is going to start looking like the NBA now because with this money. And you got scholarships really ain't really going to be over their heads no more because you're going to be like, look, I'm getting $100,000. Like, I don't care what you're talking about, coach. Like, and so it's going to be different, right? Because when you teaching grown men, right, who's already think they know what they know.
Because they in the league.
Because they in the league and they played. Mm-hmm. And then you're coming from college. You haven't had no real NBA experience.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? And now you come into the big boy leagues.
Yeah.
And so the thing it's going to see is, are they going to be receptive of him and let him be who he is and adapt. And I think he's going to have to make some adjustments as well,
of course, because he's hella fiery.
To find that balance. I will hope that he keeps the fire because the Lakers ain't had a fiery coach.
Okay,
like I'm gonna just call a spade a spade. The Lakers ain't had a fiery coach in a very, very long time. They've had some. I thought Darvin Ham was going to be a fiery coach, but it turned out it was just, water under the bridge. He wasn't really like, nah, we going to do this. Because he came out like, nah, we going to play defense. We going and all of a sudden you just start to see it just started to trail in another direction.
He wasn't getting no technical fouls. He wasn't.
Yeah.
Because at some point as a coach, you got to go get techs and get kicked out of a game. It's just supposed to happen.
Yeah.
Like just because you just can't always continue to deal with the BS. And then that shows your team, you see the BS, we see the BS, coach finally fed up. Those kind of things help. Help.
It can help. It can definitely help. I think with Darvin Ham,
you can't just do it all the time.
What his issues was just not understanding the game at the times. Like he would make bad substitutions when somebody had it going and not ride that wave and keep it going until until it starts to die down. It's like, all right, let's give him a break. I hope Dan Hurley can be that, and this is a big claim because this is going to transition to the next conversation I want to talk about, can be sort of like the next Phil Jackson for the Lakers or for the future. Like that futuristic coach that can come in and transition and change and transform the way that the team is looking, orchestrated, and the way they play, the mindset and the mentality. And it brings me to one of my points that I wanted to talk about, because we always talk about the GOATs and all this stuff.
Yes.
The one thing that I would have liked to see, and they didn't have to have it because they had a GOAT coach, right? Kobe and Jordan all won championships under a GOAT coach, a GOATed coach. I'm not saying they could have won without him.
Yeah.
But
they didn't.
They never won anything without Phil.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying?
And this is why, you've 4 years now. What I always go to, bro? I've been consistent. Coaching makes a difference, man.
Yeah.
It makes a big difference. Players are going to play. Superstars are going to be superstars, 100%. And we know that. But when you're winning, bro, that coaching makes a difference. The conversations, the belief, the like you said, the right substitutions at the right time.
Right.
All right, I should have called a timeout, but I didn't.
Right.
All of the small technical fouls, the getting into your star players' face, all that stuff comes into a kamikaze of coaching. And I'm big into X's and O's.
Right.
But it's just not about X's and O's.
Right.
The relationships, all that stuff. That's what I'm saying. A great coach along with a great coaching staff. When you got small extensions, like when the Lakers won the last one, that coaching staff had a Jason Kidd right there.
Right.
The Lakers also had a Rondo who's an extended coach. When you look at championship teams, these teams have good coaching staff. When the Warriors was winning, Steve Kerr, Luke Walton, Mike Brown was on that staff.
Yeah, it was a lot of great
Kenny
players.
Atkinson was on that staff.
Yeah.
When the Pistons won, it was a Larry Brown type coach.
Yeah.
When the Celtics won, you had Doc Rivers and Tom Thibodeau, who we can see is a hell of a coach.
Right.
Darvin Ham's a solid assistant. Mike, when you start looking at people who are winning, Ty Lue is a hell of a coach, but his staff is still good too. Eric Spoelstra is a hell of a coach, but you got the Chris Quinns, the Caron Butlers. So when you're looking at these coaches, man, and the staffs that they build around them, that's what builds winning coaches.
Right. That's
what builds winning teams. And I would want a Dan Hurley to become our Eric Spoelstra.
Yeah.
You feel me?
I want him to be Phil Jackson, man.
No, but I'm just saying.
That's what I want.
Yeah, but you got to crawl before you walk.
I know, but
you got
to crawl before you walk. But I'm thinking big picture. If he be the next Spoelstra, cool. Well, I think he got a vibe where it can be. He got the Phil stature. He got the Phil Jack stature. Tall, lanky. You wear glasses.
He's not tall. He's not that tall.
He looked tall on TV.
He not that tall. Darren Hurley, a little dude. Yeah, about 6 feet, 6'2".
Hey man, feel like he tall. I'm just saying he got bald head, a little different.
And I hear that, but what I'm saying is Phil walked into Jordan. Phil walked into Shaq and Kobe, and then eventually just Kobe and Powell to a certain extent. Dan Hurley is just kind of right now. he's not walking into like that trend because AD is a star.
Yeah.
But he's not transcending like that. So I feel
But
like
maybe he get a coach to help transcend him.
true.
You know, because
True.
here's the thing.
You need to somebody
When
can
Phil
unlock him.
Jackson walked into Kobe and Shaq, right?
He unlocked them.
He unlocked them. They was great players.
Yes.
Even with Mike.
Yeah.
Mike was a great player.
He unlocked them.
But he unlocked them. Mike was winning hella awards.
Yep. He was the guy
He was
from
scoring
84
hella
to
points.
89. He was the
But
guy.
he wasn't winning.
Yep.
He
agree.
wasn't winning. And everybody always say Mike this, Mike that. And I'm not discrediting what Mike did or what Kobe did or anything like that.
It took a guy.
But
It took that guy.
it took Phil Jackson to hit the other guys who was great to that next level to say, boom, I'm gonna hone in on your great. I'm gonna utilize your greatness to have the max the capability to get the things that we need to get, which is championships.
What about? I feel to me he could be closer to a Popovich, just a level of consistency.
Yeah.
You feel me?
I can see that.
And the biggest thing is what one of his biggest assets is that he's a player developer. That's what everybody keep talking about.
Yeah.
Because he was a high school coach who then went to Wagner, from Wagner went to Rhode Island, from Rhode Island into back Connecticut. So in all those places that he was at, they was winning. They was making the tournament. They was doing good things. And then you see now he done won back-to-back national championships.
Yeah.
So he's able to develop
Players.
young players. Because when they won a championship, teams like, well, can they do it again? And then what happened?
They did it again.
They came back and did it again.
And nobody really was picking them too. They was like,
and they was dominant all year.
Yeah.
UConn was 1 through 3 basically all year.
Yeah.
And even now heading into next year, if he was to stay, people have them projected as a potential three-peat.
Yeah.
And that's crazy in college basketball.
that is super crazy.
Because the turnover, it ain't like football where you sitting on 5, 6, 7 star dudes and you know the turn. In basketball, when you lose that next group ain't usually as good. They take some time. So like
but
I said,
now with the Western,
you can get whatever you get.
So here's my thing though. I wanted to ask this.
Okay.
And again, this is just it goes into the GOAT debate. LeBron James was able to win 3 championships with 3 different coaches.
Yeah.
Only 2 of them I would say considered are the guys.
Yeah,
like
Ty Lue and Spoelstra.
So I would only imagine if LeBron James was given a person like a Phil Jackson.
But we've had this conversation.
How many championships my dog would have won or could have won?
But here's the other thing, right? How much, because I feel like you have to consider LeBron's game and the systems, because Pop had a system, Phil had a system. LeBron is usually
the system. Yeah.
So to me, that's where to me the intrigue is.
That would have been amazing to see.
That's the intrigue. How would Bron fit in a system? Because again, as great of a player he is, as talented he is, he's never had to be in a like something that's already tailor-made. You got to fit this versus he creates it. So to me, that is the intrigue.
Man, that would have been crazy.
That's the intrigue.
You have a system with the system, and you kind of create something unique that becomes the Matrix.
The Matrix. That's what it becomes. It becomes the Matrix.
It becomes the Matrix, bro. And that's only maybe I ain't saying. Look again. Dan Hurley ain't coached a basketball game in the NBA ever, so we don't know.
But the thing is when we say that, we look at I'm trying to figure out, because I hear this a lot. I'm trying to figure out the difference between the assistant coach that gets the promotion versus the guy that has been coaching that moves into the NBA. So what was the difference between Ty Lue, who was an assistant for forever, then he gets bumped up? He ain't never technically coached. He's been a part of NBA coaching, but he's never been the guy. Versus a head coach that's been the guy, that's been front and center, handling all that, stepping into that role. It's like,
I think it's because he hasn't coached in the NBA, and I think that it's like, okay.
So hold up. So I hear you. So I'm gonna counter to you with this point. So what about a guy like Jason Kidd, who was fresh off the couch,
but he played in the NBA? Did Dan Hurley play in the NBA?
I don't think Dan Hurley made it to the league.
All right. So you got a man that played in the NBA who's accustomed to the culture, accustomed to the game per se.
Okay.
That's different. Ty Lue played in the NBA. You know what I'm saying? So when they go to coaching, They understand because eventually, man, like it's only so much new stuff you can learn. You know what I'm saying? You can change it up, make it look sound nice, but the play is still the play at the end of the day, god dang it. I don't care what you call it. 2x577, bro. You know what this is gonna do this, that gonna do that.
Yeah.
So after a while, when you play like 10, 15 years in a game, you heard mostly everything, and you try to see if what you heard and what you learned can be translatable into the coaching aspect. Because coaching is more than just X's and O's. It's relationships. It's getting the best out of your players.
Yeah.
And you see right now, first of all, Jay Kidd is talking about he's a horrible coach, right?
He was.
They said he was trash.
They did.
But then he found some people that bought into his system, and now the relationship is good. Like they play for him.
Yeah.
And we're gonna get into game 2 right now. But I truly think that the one thing with Dan Hurley is he never played and he never coached. So it's a little bit different. I'm not telling he can't do it.
So let me ask you this. So what about a Billy Donovan that came from Florida, got to OKC, had them boys doing pretty well. He's doing pretty well in Chicago.
Yeah.
I think Brad Stevens made it a few Eastern Conference Finals, but then they had to, make some adjustments because of because to me, the Celtics failed Brad Stevens more than Brad Stevens failed Brad Stevens because the Celtics had all them assets and would never pull the trigger.
Yeah.
You feel me?
I think I get what you're saying. And they
because it's been some college guys that
I'm not saying they can't do it, but again, what was the knock on them guys at first? No experience, and you had to see.
Yeah,
you had to see. Nobody thought the Bill Donovan team was, but I think he walked in. He was going in Kevin Durant,
Russ.
Yeah. And
James already gone.
James already gone. So he had 2 elite, upcoming, rising superstars.
Yeah.
And so
it makes that fall a little easier.
Exactly. I think, like I said,
because it didn't work out for Fred Hoiberg.
The perfect balance is a guy that can come in to some talent, because you got to have some players, right? And then you find that mesh. You find that perfect mesh. And I hope Dan Hurley can do that for the Lakers, because it'd be good to see.
So what about the J.J. Redick news? How would you feel about that? Because he fits the mold of what you saying. Because to me, J.J. Redick is like similar to what Chauncey Billups was.
Yeah.
Was doing color TV, was doing the analyst, all that kind of stuff.
Here's the thing with J.J. Redick. J.J. Redick could be an amazing coach. I don't think he would be good at being LeBron coach, because it'd be too... Like, the relationship is good. You can tell they have a great chemistry.
They got chemistry.
They got a great chemistry. I think it could work, though, because I think with him and LeBron and AD, they can work together and be like, Brian, this is what I'm seeing. What you seeing? I think it'd be more like that when he coaches, where Dan Hurley will probably bring Brian in there, but then he'd be like, look, let's try this, fellas. You know what I'm saying? It may be a little bit difficult for Redick to do that, because, Brian may be like, what about this, though, Red? You know what I'm saying? They doing, okay, Brian, let's try that.
I think,
what I'm saying?
I also think, I think both coaches will help, because Brian has respect for Dan Hurley.
Yes.
I see when I was watching First Take or Get Up, they had thing that Brian had tweeted out to Dan Hurley during the March Madness, like, I love his offense and his sets. And because people were saying he's running pro sets. He's running like FIBA sets, like pro sets. That's why in college door stuff. But Dan Hurley, I was watched a little interview with him and JJ Redick. He said he'll look at like a Kyle Shanahan from football.
Yeah.
And how Kyle Shanahan will have the same formation, but you got 6-7 plays.
Yeah.
So that's what he's saying. He gonna come out, he gonna hit you with the same look, but you gonna get hit 4-5 different ways with something different. You be like, well, damn, every time we guard this action, and who's real good at that? What team does that? Denver.
But that didn't work.
I'm just overall.
It got them in the ship. Here's the thing, though. This is what I think is going to happen. This is my prediction. This is your boy Bake. Prediction.
Talk that talk, Bake prediction.
I think
these been pretty good lately.
I think Dan Hurley is going to get the job. Going to take the job.
Yeah.
And I think JJ is going to be on the team.
JJ shouldn't do that. He's had 2 head coaching interviews. Ain't no reason for him to go be an assistant.
Look,
I want Rondo.
I think they're going to orchestrate an all-star Laker team, Laker system.
Coaching staff?
I think they get Redick. I think Rondo can come over there too. I think he's still dealing with them charges though.
I don't know.
He good now?
Listen, I don't know. I want Rondo.
But I think Redick and Rondo, they go over there. Look, here's the thing. If you got two, that's cool. But imagine if the Lakers was able to get Hurley, get the team, get Redick, get Rondo, get all the other people they want to put on there as the pieces, and they win a championship. You know how many damn jobs J.J. Redick's going to have after that? He's going to be a top commodity.
Yeah.
He's a basketball savvy. He understands the game. He's been into the game.
And listen, babe,
it's going to open the door.
I don't disagree, but you know how this stuff works. Because if I'm JJ, right, just devil's advocate, I'm JJ. A, I got a great job doing the finals. I got a great commentary job. B, I was basically up for the Lakers job, and I was up for the Hornets job. Because I was a Lakers candidate, I'm already upper echelon, sought out talent because the Lakers have considered me.
Because of LeBron.
True. Be it or not. Nepotism at its finest. Right. Whoever you associate with can help elevate that.
100%.
But that's what I'm saying. I don't think for JJ, he doesn't need it. Now, a Rondo, who people talk about ad nauseum, can be a hell of a coach, which I believe also. That would be good for a Rondo because he ain't necessarily been in that mixture
where he's an assistant. Yeah.
He's an asset. So that's what I'm saying. For JJ, it's a little different because he's already been considered a head coaching asset already.
I hear you.
And so that's what I'm saying. Like I said, I look at it, man. Hurley should be able to come in, pick his staff because what they do with the last coach, they pick Darvin Ham's staff. These are dudes you're gonna have.
I think he's gonna pick his staff, but I think he'll pick up JJ. I think so.
I wouldn't mind making a phone call, but if I'm JJ, I don't need. I
think he takes it.
I don't think he. Well, I'm not.
I think he takes it.
I wouldn't take it.
I think he takes it because it's not about a head coaching guy per se. He don't need the bread. I mean, he's gonna get the bread. I think it'd be an awesome time to put on his resume. I was assistant coach to LeBron James.
But you think about this. Like, when people start thinking about family and the time you'd be able to spend with your family, right? If I'm going to have to go spend time away from my family, I might as well just go be a head coach. Because if he wanted to go through the reins like that, he could have been somebody's top assistant last year.
But he didn't want to. Again, it'd be dope to be the head coach of LeBron James and say, hey, I was one of the guys that helped LeBron James win a championship. That'd be dope. It'd be cool. But I think the Lakers really want Dan Hurley.
And here's the thing. Dan Hurley signing is not about LeBron James. It's about the future of the Lakers.
Yeah, it wasn't about LeBron James.
No, I'm just, the optics would show like J.J. Redick is a LeBron James hire because they boys.
And I hate that because here's the thing though, but we don't know.
We don't.
We don't know who was the corporate of saying, hey, maybe Rob Pelinka said, hey, what did you think about Dan Hurley? Brian probably said, ooh.
We can get him.
We can. You get what I'm saying?
It could have been.
It could have been.
Brian, AD, it's a chance. What y'all think about Hurley? They like.
I know Redick's your boy.
Yeah.
But what you think about her? Coach, back to back. Hey, that'd be a hell of a,
Because again, I think LeBron is also thinking about the Lakers' future because he ain't about to be playing for forever.
No, he's not.
You feel me? So whether it's Hurley or Redick,
it's going to be interesting. But
it's going to be lit.
We're going to see very, very soon. Very, very soon. I think the decision's probably going to be made within the week. It's coming.
Yeah,
it's coming. Anyway, let's go to game 2. Game 2 predictions, and we can talk about game 1. What did you see in game 1 of the finals? What was your take?
I saw a different Boston team. I'm gonna start there. And they fell into the Celtics' own sales because they, let the lead slip away. But I just saw a different Boston team, man. I saw the team that everybody projected was going to win the championship. I saw the team that was number 1 in the NBA all season because they present so many problems when all their guys fit into what they're supposed to be doing. Bake has been talking about this. He says he hates this, and they do it a lot. Is it your turn, my turn between Jaylen Brown and Tatum? But what what's happened is because you got Porzingis, you can't play your turn, my turn because that dude is a matchup problem.
Yeah.
Because we talked about earlier in the year, Porzingis was leading the league in paint points. Why? Because teams switch. And when teams switch, you switching a dude that's 6'3", 6'4" on a guy that's 7'3", and all he doing is catching a little dude. Hold that.
Yeah.
And that's how he ended up with 18 points in the first half. Because he was just everywhere. He was rim protecting. He was doing anything. Porzingis is the key. I said that. I'm not going to move from it. I still got Dallas in 6 because I'm going to roll with my prediction. But Porzingis allows for that offense not to be stagnant. Allows for that to get away from the your turn, my turn. Or get away from not playing system basketball. Yeah. And then, everybody was like I said, they was playing physical defense. Luka did Luka kind of things, and Kyrie didn't show up. That's one of the biggest things. Kyrie didn't show up. But if we being honest, Kyrie ain't really had a great playoff. He's had moments.
Yeah. I mean, that's all you need. You don't really need a
But I'm just saying,
great playoffs is great, but you gotta understand.
Luka's been Luka from
because here's the thing. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. Luka is gonna be able to be Luka because he's number one. He's taller. He's going to be stronger.
Yeah.
And he can create his own shot. He's very shafty.
He's just an all-time great.
Kyrie is amazing. He's shifty, but you can't fight physics. You can't fight physics.
So I bet he's yelling at 2K.
He's 6'2", 6'3", and he's going up against 7-footers, 6'8", 6'9", 6'6", and even 6'4". That's a strong body that can play defense as well. So it's going to be very tough for him to constantly get good-looking shots. And then you're playing defense.
Yeah, they're making
and the person
guard.
you play defense on is making you run.
Yeah,
so you're making you tired. And now you got to do a little bit more work on the other side. So them shots is going to hit the front of the rim. Going to be long. It's going to hit the back of the rim.
But that's been some of your points you were making all the time. When you playing against a great player, you got to make them work on the other side. Yes. If they only have to play one end,
it's easier. It's easier. See, why it works for Luka is because Luka his game is so smooth.
It is.
So it's like, even if you playing defense, it don't feel like he's using a lot of energy on offense. It's like, all right, I'm going to hit you with a
Because the comparison would be like a James Harden, but I feel like James used so much energy.
He used a lot of energy.
Offense. Luka don't use as many dribbles.
Yes,
it's
all footwork and body placement,
and he'll keep you on that hip, and then his game is just nice.
It's a nice game.
And yeah, so that I see what you mean.
But here's the big thing though, and I'm gonna say this right here. Porzingis is the reason why Boston won that game. Now I'm gonna be honest with you. He is the reason because he creates a different threat for the Mavericks. They didn't get no lob attempts, and I think they'll get something in game 2, but they didn't get no lob attempts. He protected the paint.
Man.
He made sure it was tough for people that came in the paint.
Down there.
It wasn't sweet down there. And I think now the Mavericks are going to have to figure out a way that's going to bring Porzingis out of that thing. Maybe put him in a pick and roll a little bit more, get him going. Because right now he's able to do whatever he wants to do, and he's able to still protect the paint. And the thing that hurts the Mavericks is Boston is lengthy.
Yeah.
So even if you switch,
everybody can guard.
And you got a taller guy on you.
And
it's different.
And see, the thing is where the Mavericks have been good at is that Derek Lively, Daniel Gafford situation, right? Where they're able to be lob threats and do all that, but they can't shoot. So they're not spacing the floor, right? And so when they played the Clippers, they was playing against Zubac.
Can't shoot.
If Zubac can't shoot, so it's like they could play defense on that, right? And they, or whatever the case is. When they played against
Minnesota,
OKC, right? Chet, not really a big body, so they were still able to do whatever they want because Chet not really a big body.
Yeah.
And then when they were playing against Minnesota, Gobert and Towns, they get lost on defense. How you a 4-time defense player and really can't never play no kind of defense? He's just tall.
Yeah.
And so Porzingis is great offensively
and defensively.
And
even Horford too.
Yeah. But he's not
He's not the height.
He's not the height, right?
Yeah.
So the only thing Dallas can really do, just to be quite honest, is they got to go small ball shooters. they're gonna have to play Keebler at the 5 with PJ Washington, Derrick Jones, Luka, and Kyrie.
Yeah.
Because that's gonna give you the spacing. Because if Porzingis helps, you just hope that when you kick it to Keebler,
they're gonna shoot.
And they're gonna shoot.
They're gonna knock it down.
You feel me? And
that's gonna be the adjustment. They're gonna have to give up something to get something.
Yeah, and so you have to pay Lively and Gafford more against Horford because he's not as tall and a rim protector. And now that's when you get your lob threats. Like you said, you're gonna have to gang rebound because Keebler's only about like 6'9", 6'10".
Yeah.
You feel me? But that gives you the spacing in order to do pick and pops, because you got to keep Porzingis out the paint. As long as he's down there, he's going to make it difficult for whoever.
Yeah, and then the one thing that Boston has that is helping them out is they have the ability to get downhill penetration. Like they can get to the basket. And what I've learned today, and I used to, it was the me turn, me, him, me, him, me. It doesn't work when they settle for jump shots.
Okay. I hear you.
I just realized that's part of their plan is to be great passers as well. So Boston kills you when they dribble, penetrate, and then they make you collapse, and then they got you switching. And then when they knock the shots down, that's how they go on them runs. Yeah. It's amazing when they making shots.
It become like an avalanche.
Exactly.
It become like
because the game was close.
It was.
Porzingis was the key in game one because he was that energy that like, all right. And he kept going. It's like, you know how you drive a fast car, you probably like, I don't know if I want to drive fast. Yeah. And you just like, forget it. Yeah, Porzingis was like, whoa. Because he didn't do nothing in the second half.
Nah.
But he did enough because now Dallas has to exert so much energy trying to come back from a 30-point lead.
It was down 28. They got it down to 8, and then it soared back up. And you know how it is. And when your offense get going, all of a sudden you got a little bit more juice on defense.
Right.
Because they start locking up on defense.
Yeah.
It became tough on Dallas to get anything on offense.
Yeah.
They was blocking shots, they switching because the offense ball going in the rim.
Right.
So I'm hitting bank like, oh yeah.
Let's go.
Let's go. Because I want some more shots.
Yes.
We feeling good as a team. And in that first half, Boston was playing so much team basketball.
Yes.
The ball was hot. It was boom, 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 boom. They was getting.
And then the third quarter, Boston became Boston. Yeah. They went back. This is why
everybody's so skeptical on them.
This is why, because they have spurts where you like, this team is the best team in the NBA. I don't need nobody beating them. And then they have spurts where they just go back to your turn, my turn, no ball movement, dribble for the 15, 20 seconds, and then shoot a horrible shot. And then, like, ain't no way that lead should even got close to 8.
Nah.
And this is the thing with me about Tatum. And I know he's talking about this when we was playing the game. Tatum didn't have to do too much because the league, but Tatum settles too much for me. He settled for tough, step back, off the dribble threes. I'm not saying he can't make it. It just makes basketball tough.
So you're putting him in a DeMar DeRozan thing.
He's playing like a DeMar DeRozan. Like he just makes basketball tough for no reason. Bro, you are 6'9". You are 6'9", bro. Yeah. You are a matchup problem, and you make it easier for your matchups because you don't utilize your skill and your height. Yeah. You don't use that. You would rather be a point guard and dribble, and then do a step back 3.
And it may go in.
And live with that.
It may go in.
But you are at your best when you're downhill, coming off the screens, pick, roll, whatever. You can do more things with your game, but you choose to settle for me. And this is why I don't think, as of right now, just for game 1, I think Jaylen Brown.
He's the alpha.
He's the alpha of that team.
I feel like I'm moving. I'm gonna let this play out because maybe JT ended up having an amazing next 4 or 5 games, however the series long go. But right now, man, Jaylen Brown's the alpha.
Yeah.
Because Jaylen Brown right now, to your point, he is in attack mode at all costs. And he gonna just shoot the jump shot when it's available. But for the most part, he like, get out my way. I'm getting to this rim. I'm getting to this paint. There's nothing you can do about it. I got the handle for the most part to do it. I can jump over anybody.
Dunked on. He dunked on.
Was that Gafford?
Gafford. Oh. Demolished him. It's just the demeanor is there. He has...
That's because he's dark.
I want to be don't do that.
He's dark skinned.
He's still black.
He's dark skinned.
He has that.
He grew up in the trenches.
I am a dog mentality. And Jason Tatum don't show that a lot.
Well, that's because, you know what, also we don't talk about it. Man, Jaylen Brown, I mean, this probably has nothing to do with nothing, but I just think that his mind is different because the man passed up on working for NASA. And so, like, just to me, it just plays into your mind frame and how you just view things. Like, he may really be into analytics to where he's looking at, like, okay, when I get to this spot, I'm green from right here all the time. So I'm gonna always play the numbers. When you that smart, I feel like your mind works.
That could be the case.
You feel me? Like you see things at a different.
Here's the thing, though. I just think it's just a demeanor about him. Like on defense and on offense, it's a demeanor that says, "I ain't gonna let us lose."
Yeah, I mean, when you get $300 million. You better have that damn demeanor.
But that's the beauty that I love, though, is that with $300 million, it ain't changing the way he go out there and play.
It ain't changing.
And
I love it.
And so, what you see for game 2, I think Dallas comes out. I think Dallas. Here's the thing with having a Dallas, they shot horrible.
Yeah.
They didn't move they moved the ball. It just they didn't make shots. They wasn't making shots. And I have to credit that to Boston, and I have to also credit that to Dallas just missing shots. They got blitzed, and when they got blitzed, it was like, damn. Damn.
Out there looking like Deontay Wilder.
It's only the first round, bro. Relax. Cool. All right. Game 1.
Ain't even no fill out.
Wasn't no fill out, bro.
Boston
It was
came in.
straight to the business.
Yeah. Boston came in.
Straight to the business.
No foreplay.
They put in Porzingis and said, hey, no, they had a little foreplay. They did the dinner. It was looking good. Like, it was close. That's like, hey, bring the check.
Yeah.
Bring the check. When they brought the check, it was a wrap.
It was like, we going straight to the room.
Yeah, straight to the room. And it was just all straight through. And they was like, oh my God, like what in the blue moon just happened to me?
I can't even catch my breath.
What, like, how many times? Nope. Come on. Get your butt up here, girl.
Yeah.
It was like that. That ran crazy and didn't know what to do with it. That messed up. So I think Dallas will make some adjustments, and I think that they will win game 2 because Boston has a freaking habit.
They broke it last series, so they
have a habit of just falling off. I think Dallas is going to come with more intensity.
Yeah.
And the shots are going to be a little bit tougher for Boston, and it's going to be good to see how they react to Dallas, because Dallas is going to come out and try to blitz these boys.
Well, when we was on the show last week, you asked who's winning game 1. I said Celtics. Because I said Luka's going to be Luka. Remember, Luka averaged, 35?
Yeah, Luka's going to get his. After
losses. So, like I said, I got Dallas winning game 2. I feel like they're going to make more shots. I think Kyrie is going to be a lot better.
Yeah.
But I also feel like one of the adjustments is they're going to have to play more of a small 5 to get Porzingis out the lane. That's going to be able to create more space and allow him to play a little bit more downhill, because Dallas plays downhill a lot too. Kyrie likes to attack the basket.
Yeah.
Luka likes to attack the basket.
But it's tougher when you got them big bodies, man. Like Kai, I love Kai. I love what he does, but Jaylen Brown, when he try to come with
that shit up out of here.
And it's different.
It is.
Because the one thing about Boston and the Timberwolves is Boston, like their leader, Jaylen Brown, is like, nah. Ant is great. And Ant gonna do, but again,
he ain't got to nah yet.
He ain't got to
nah yet.
You know what I'm saying?
Because
he was tired. Ant was tired.
Jaylen Brown, think about it. But they'd have been. This is Jaylen Brown 8th year. He's been to 5 conference finals and 1 finals. So after a while, after you keep getting close and keep getting told, nah,
you're like, I gotta win this.
Yeah, I'm not.
I gotta do this.
I gotta do this because it doesn't get any easier. We talked about it. Once you get 1, it's like,
all right, cool.
Anything else after that become just start building that lead.
You gotta win 1.
You
man.
get 1, you can everything relax because now it's like I got 1, so you can lose next year.
Right.
I got 1.
Exactly. And so it'd be interesting to see. I do think Dallas comes out and win game 2. And then I would like to see how Boston responds. They've been great when they lose games.
They lost on the road yet.
They respond very, very well. But again, they had like a cakewalk in the road. Let's just call it space. They had a cakewalk. It wasn't like
They had the Warriors 2015 run.
Yeah, so it's going to be interesting to see how things play out. I like it. It was good for a minute, and it got bad. I was like, bro, this is not an NBA final, man. Was it about 20? It was 27, damn near 30 piece in the first half, bro.
It got ugly.
It was bad. But I respect Dallas for not giving up and continuing to fight, so it's going to be interesting to see. Y'all let us see how game 2 goes. Anyway, moving on to the Caitlin Clark. More WNBA drama. How do you see this going? Because it was talking about the flagrant foul. It was just deliberate. I don't know what happened. I don't know if Caitlin Clark said something to the girl or what.
So basically, what happened was like the play before.
Yeah.
So Fever was going down to score. It looks like Caitlin Clark hit her with an elbow. Boom. And then somebody on their team made a jump shot. So then Caitlin Clark turned to her and was like, yeah. Because Caitlin Clark be talking that ish on the court. I love Caitlin Clark be talking that ish. So then after the Sky scored, Trinity, I think it's Miss Carter, he messed up her first name, came up and just like hip checked her like hockey. Ba-ba!
Yeah.
And feel me? So she got, she ended up getting like a personal foul and then ended up getting upgraded to a flagrant. So, it just became the conversation of, are the WNBA women have it out for Caitlin Clark? And so the biggest conversation was just like, should you be more protective of the golden goose? And WNBA women are pushing back by saying the WNBA has always been physical. It's just now it's amplified because we have new viewers. And then you got to call it what it is, the race card of if you look at sports, especially basketball and basketball, it's dominated by black women and black men. It's dominated by blacks. Although like Breonna Stewart is dope, she's still not getting she ain't like the savior. Although Sabrina Anuski is dope, she still ain't getting that. Diana Taurasi ain't, but you get the league moving from the Candace Parkers, the Asia Wilsons, or there was Cheryl Swoops and Cynthia Cooper, Teresa Weatherspoon, black women, just like in the league.
Yeah.
Now, you finally got a pure American white girl that's out here basically considered the savior of basketball. So to me, you're going to create a little jealousy because it's just a human nature.
Yeah, women is jealous in their nature itself. I don't know why.
They're more emotional. Just call it what it is. Yeah. So with that being said, is she getting picked on? Nah, because if a person like me that's been watching the WNBA for a minute, women's basketball is more physical than men's. Yeah. It just is. It's off the natural thing. But Caitlin is getting more attention because I think it becomes a respect thing. I think the women in LA sees that this girl is actually talented and was like, oh, nah. Oh, you ain't coming in here with all that. Oh, you going to get guarded 94 feet. Yeah. You feel me? You everything you want to do is going to be tough because we realize how good you really are. And look, she bringing in fans, so now you got to even a chance. If I lock up Caitlin Clark, now how everybody looking at me?
Yeah, you got eyes on you.
You got eyes on you. So I think she's just elevated everything and is so heightened, and a lot of things are getting blown to me out of proportion. But you still got to call it what it is. A part of it's race because the new white girl has showed up and is drawing all the attention. The other part of it is just what it is. A part of it is a little jealousy too.
Yeah,
a little jealousy.
It's okay. It's almost like Shania Lathan in Love and Basketball. Is it Shania Lathan?
It's Sanaa.
Sanaa
Lathan.
Sanaa Lathan.
My bad. I got you. You was right. You had her last name right. You said Shania.
Sanaa Lathan. Yeah. It's like that, like hazing period for Caitlin Clark. A little bit, right? She's gonna get a lot more of the little bumps in here, little hits here, little hip checks there, little hit talking there, all that good stuff. But here's the thing.
She dropped 30 last night.
Here's the thing, though. Caitlin Clark is amazing. She's a bucket. But here's the thing. I think the one thing that I find crazy is that with all those players you just named, that was sisters. All of a sudden, the league wasn't now wasn't no eyes on the league, right? People used to watch WNBA back in the day. I ain't gonna lie. That's what like back in the day when the Houston Comets. Yeah. Oh, bruh, we used to watch WNBA. New. We used to watch that thing. It was lit. It was on NBC and everything. It was lit back in the day. Grandma, everybody was watching Cheryl Swing.
Come on,
bro.
Man.
Like I don't care what
Teresa
nobody.
Weatherspoon and Rebecca Lobo.
It went to a dry spell. I'm not gonna say it didn't. It went to a dry spell where it was like WNBA. Caitlin Clark is brought back some excitement, but. The other women it's been exciting. Just now, they haven't had their person. They haven't had really like the person that's like, damn, this girl is really different. Yeah. She's going to be really different. She's very impactful. She's going to bring us a lot of money, right? She's going to bring us so much money because of the revenue, the way the times is, the way social media is, all this thing. And I think Caitlin's going to be dope. But then you got another sister that's and not just Angel Reese. I'm talking about Juju.
Oh yeah.
I'm talking about Juju and Paige that's going to be coming in the league. That's going to take the league even higher and higher and higher. And so I think that one of the things is interesting to see how they try to paint the picture like Caitlin Clark is the savior because she's white. That's one of the things. Yeah. I'm not saying she can't be the savior. Yeah. But it's crazy how now she's saving WNBA. And ironically, she is a white girl. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's the crazy part. Because media, they shape narratives.
Hell yeah.
And they create these pictures.
And Shanae Agumake, I think I said her name right. Shanae Agumake. I'll be working on these things. Yeah. She mentioned something that I didn't even think about or probably didn't. She said the NBA was on tape delay for the most part for 28 years. It wasn't until Magic and Bird showed up. And she said, when you look at it, the WNBA is around year 26, 27 for the new transcending theme to click. So if you look at the histrionics of it, just based on the merit, we could be in that changing of the guard, kind of how when Magic and Bird basically saved the NBA. Because when you look at it, a lot of people say Magic and Bird
saved the NBA. They did.
The NBA because they was players out there doing all.
Bro, they was smoking. They was doing a whole bunch of stuff. It was like recreational basketball with some professional jerseys. Nah, ain't no way you got it.
Doing cocaine.
You got a brother smoking, coking, and doing everything out there.
Going to go play.
Like every championship got to be with an asterisk. Back in that time, boy, I don't care what you talking about. They was out there hiding the kite. That's why they were jumping crazy.
Had a hell of bounce. And they was smooth too. Hey, listen, when you really go watch some 70s, 80s basketball, it was crazy.
Bro, it'd be so basic. They ain't got no move.
Bag. Bucket. But they was getting bucket stuff. Like it was a lot of bucket getters in the 70s.
It was just weird. It
was just a different time.
But again, it's nothing wrong with Caitlin Clark being the face and transcending it and taking it to the next level, man. Because it's going to help make everybody else better. Yeah. It's going to bring everybody else more revenue. And again, you protect that golden goose. You protect the goose. Because if the goose is what's giving you the paper and giving you the lucrative and putting more eyes on the screens and more people in the seats, you don't want her to get hurt. Nah. You don't want nothing bad to happen to her. Yeah. You don't want none of that until you start to get more people.
More goose.
And that's
more
like
geese.
More geese, whatever. You start getting more folks up in there.
So once Paige comes.
And Juju, and then more people going to be coming. It's going to be more. This is not the end of WNBA. The women basketball is transcending and it's starting to go into a trajectory where I don't know if they'll ever be on the playing field as man. Nah. But they're going to have more eyes. They're going to make more money and they're going to do a lot more things. And shoot, do women get NIL deals? Yeah, in college? Hell yeah. Oh, I just wanted.
Yeah, Juju just bought her whole basketball team some new Nikes for the tournament.
Man, I wish I
the whole team. Man, just imagine. Y'all chilling because they showed it. The team is chilling in a little team room in a hotel. Juju walk in like, I got a surprise for y'all.
Man, why I can't be 18 again, dog? And go to bro. I would be doing what I can. I'm not gonna lie to you. before we wrap this thing up. I'm not gonna lie to you or hold you. But if I was back in the day, boy, I'd be trying to wife me up Juju. But see, I don't know. I don't know if she like dudes or not. Because you know, a lot of women basketball players, they like women. Yeah. You know, and I ain't knocking. So don't beat me up. So
basically, Bake is what you said. Is you trying to get flown out?
I'm trying to get flown out.
That's crazy.
What's wrong with that?
No, I'm just saying it's just funny.
No. Because now, I will be playing.
I know I'm saying, but like right now, the big topic is. No,
that was just when you put the thumbs up. It does that. Yeah.
Not for me.
It's all good.
That's fucked up.
You got to do it like.
Nope. That was just some BS. Nope. That was a one-off thing. Nope.
I don't know. It's bugging.
Yeah, but I just feel like it's interesting because being a homies, we chopping it up.
Right.
More of the homies trying to get flown out now.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing. It's good to see. It's good to see that it's a switch.
Fly me out.
Yeah.
I would like.
Fellas, how would you?
Here's the thing.
You slide. They slide your DMs, you slide theirs, and she tell you, look, I got you a flight. Come out of your bank. I need you to deliver the goods, and then I'm going to send you back.
You know, I feel like a piece of meat. Dude. I ain't gonna hold you. I feel like a piece of meat, dog. Like I ain't trying to get flown out for that. I'm trying to wipe that up. I'm trying to put a ring in it. I'm trying to put a baby in it.
They young.
I'm trying to be like how these women be doing these dudes, dog.
Yeah,
I'm young. Like, yo, I'm trying. Hey, I'm knocking you up, but you ain't going nowhere. So if
Drake said, "Fly me out if you want to."
Hey,
be the last time.
I'm telling you right now, if I was in college, bro,
different.
I'm telling you, if I was in college and I was like talking to Juju or whatever, just let's say I be telling, bro, I would try to knock that up crazy. So then if she leave me, I'm like, I'm getting, hey.
But wait, so it's different.
I won't have for that.
You can't be out here just knocking up women. You take away 10 months.
But I won't have. Is it connected? I don't see it. Do you see it?
Hold up,
Oh yeah, it's connected. Yep. Okay, let me see how far we go back.
Walk in like I got a surprise for y'all. Man, why I can't be 18 again?
Oh yeah, that's where it stopped at.
Doing what I can.
Yeah, it stopped right there. But anyway,
saying, man, at this point, it's cool, man. See the fellas get flown out. Fellas, get you a WNBA girl, man. Look, they tall. You feel me? If you tall, you got a good chance of making a tall child.
Yeah.
You feel me? Y'all can make a WNBA player.
Yeah.
But before we get up out of here, how'd you feel about Angel Reese's comments when she said, we have to realize it ain't just Caitlin Clark moving the needle? Because that's what Angel Reese said. Angel Reese was like, you got to realize, like, I play a part in this needle moving too.
I mean, she got some merit to that. She do.
And people were saying she don't.
Look,
I don't see how she don't when LSU and Iowa was the change. Well, really, that whole build up, that Final Four last year.
That Final Four last year is what transitioned to the WNBA what it is today. Right now, it started 2 years ago.
It did
because people was like, "Oh, Caitlin Clark," and then Caitlin Clark became who she was.
Did this, and then Angel Reese started getting in your face, so then it started becoming women showing real emotion. That
could be the magic in the bird, low key.
Yeah.
And so, real quick, little simple topic for the culture. I gotta ask you.
Yeah.
When you dating, or if you talking to somebody.
Okay, back in the day.
What's a pet peeve? One pet peeve that you're like, nah, man, I can't date a girl, or I can't date that person that does that. What's your pet peeve? And y'all let us know in the comments too below. What's your number one pet peeve? Like, hell nah, that ain't no budging on that one. Ain't no budging on that one.
That's a good question.
Give you three. I say three because give your number one, like your top of the top. Number two and number three. What's your top three? Your top three. Hell no, I can't date you moment.
You can't cook. Let's call that what it is.
That's number one.
Number one.
All this door dashing and stuff, if you can't cook.
Yeah, because cooking is an intimate thing. It's an intimate thing. Being able to do that is an intimate thing because, like, I'm not a chef, but I can go in there and put something together. You feel me? And show that I care. Like, that's what I look at. Like, cooking is one of those things that can't cook, I can't do it. Champ. I was in a relationship, she couldn't cook.
That ain't no learning thing? Like,
nah. You should know, like, at this age, bruh, you had a lot of time.
Okay, so cooking is number two.
Yeah, cooking is number two. Another pet peeve, it's not going to be a nah, but I just hope that it don't take long for you to get to realize, like, I don't like it, is punctuality. I'm big in being on time.
Oh, yeah, that's a big one.
And again, I know we can work through that because ain't nobody probably, like, forced you into to that because, like, you can talk to the wife. You can ask your sister. She was horrible with time. Like, used to piss me off.
Yeah.
But now it's crazy because her and time is like hand in hand because she realizes like yeah, time is important. Being on time, trying to leave to get to places on time, organizing your time is very important. So cooking, time, and I want to say, I feel like that builds up though. Maybe
what
change? I want to say sexual aggression.
Sexual aggression.
Yeah,
like aggressive sex.
No, not aggressive in that sense. I'm just saying like where it's not all me to. I always have to.
You initiate. She come and get it.
Yeah, like I hate always being an initiator. Like if I got to do all the flirting, if I got to do all the.
You get like, all right, man.
Yes, yeah. Because at some point somebody new can match that energy.
Yeah.
And so how we gonna work out? Like y'all even, but
I think it's hard. Like that may be a topic for another day. Like I think it's hard for women. Like I don't know. How do women gauge the temperature? You know what I'm saying? Because some women are so used to man always like, come here, girl. You give the signal. You know what I'm saying?
That's the problem.
You get a little smack on. You do what you do. You be like, girl, I'll tear it up, and they be like, well, tear it up.
Yeah,
then.
work on that. Yeah, work on that. I'm trying to tell you this because this is me speaking from experience.
Yeah,
I'm married. And so we had to kind of figure that out.
Yeah.
Because I had to have that conversation. You got to work on that.
Yeah.
Because in a relationship, you supposed to feel wanted
just as much as they
feel wanted.
No, I feel it.
You feel me? So it's like if every time, in order for us to do something, I got to be the initiator.
Yeah.
What is we doing, bruh?
Yeah.
You feel me?
No, that makes sense.
So that'd be my three.
I feel it.
Cooking, punctuality, sexual aggression.
All right. My number one for sure is you have to have some kind of relationship with God. Like if you I ain't saying.
I felt like that. To me, that's just a given, but that's why I didn't say it.
Oh, like pet peeve?
Yeah, because I just.
Oh, okay.
I didn't say that because I feel like.
Okay.
Where
so
you,
we can,
you,
yeah.
And where you are in life, I feel like.
Yeah. Okay.
You ain't gonna go nowhere.
Yeah.
Anyway,
okay.
That's how I feel about that. So that's why I'd say.
Okay. The number one for me then, I think is punctuality.
Okay.
Like, I can't stand. Like, here's my thing. Like, if we plan something, I understand things happen.
Yeah.
But when you super late and you just not lapsing time and you just like, that'd be annoying. I'd be like, dude, like, what's up, bruh? Like, what's good? Like, you know what I'm saying? Or like, if we plan something and then you flake on the last minute, like, something came up, that'd be annoying me to the fullest. Because you got to understand, I'm not a planner, but when I plan something, I max my day out and I put my day around that. You know what I'm saying? And I make it work how it's gonna work. All right, I'm gonna do this from this to this. Whoop to whoop to whoop. Number two, for me. Oh man, this is tough. Somebody who I just say like, because I was gonna say smoke cigarettes, but if we gonna do that, we won't do that one. I'll just say just their personality traits. Somebody I can't really talk to. Like I gotta be able to talk to you.
Yeah.
If you can't hold a conversation,
and
if we can't really talk, bruh, that's a pet peeve for me. I can't do that. I just can't. I can't rock with it. Like I don't like to talk a lot. But I do when I like to talk, I like to be able to have a conversation or whatever and to just like, pick your brain, get to know what you on or whatever. So that's a pet peeve. I guess you can call them ditzy women. Like I can't do ditzy women. I can't
do the
like,
quote unquote dumb blondes.
Yeah, I wouldn't call them dumb blondes. I just can't do ditzy. Like if you just ain't got no kind of like.
Oh my God!
Like, I can't do that. Yeah, I can't do that.
Like, babe,
I'll be out of there.
Baby,
I'll be like,
oh my gosh!
Thank you. You have a good one. My last one.
I just didn't know.
The last one for me. I'm not worried about cooking because I usually cook most of the time.
Yeah, that's nigga tripping.
I do. I usually cook. I
believe
cook my
it.
own food. You know what I'm saying? And so when a girl can cook, that's amazing. But I'm not. You know what I'm saying? I think.
Fuck that. Just call it what it is.
I think the next one would be if you like when we get to that point, like if you don't like giving head.
Whoa! Snip. That's a whole conversation.
Yeah, if she just if she don't like that's
come
I
on,
can't.
You gotta get out of here.
Like I know that sounds selfish.
It's not.
That sounds very
It's not.
selfish.
No,
That sounds no.
Fuck that. That's what I'm talking about. Nigga, what the hell?
No, for real. I know it's
we grown.
I know.
What you
I
doing?
understand that. I understand that.
That's
But I think that like if I'm dating somebody and they really if they like that's nasty.
That's good.
I don't like doing that stuff.
well-
then that I'd be like, then that ain't, because I enjoy that.
Yeah. Oh,
I
and
do.
I'm gonna make a quick what's that amendment to mine. So it's not aggression. Sexual aggression. I think it's women who take the initiative overall.
Yeah.
Initiative.
I hear that.
I don't like when you're non-initiative. Like so when it
I'm
comes
gonna
to
tell you this though. Be honest. Like when a woman takes the initiative, at first, do you feel some kind of way?
no,
You don't?
no. Hell no.
You'll be like, hey, what you doing, girl?
No.
What's going on? You just let it ride?
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Wait a
because
So is
because
initiative like wake up in the morning and like
no, but I'm not saying I'm
What's
saying
your
initiative
initiative?
overall.
So
like if we trying to go on a date,
yeah.
you want to go somewhere, you plan that out.
Yeah.
You tell us like, babe, like, hey, we going out tonight.
Oh,
Initiative.
bruh, that is a pet peeve.
What?
Somebody who like you be like, all right, they're used to you plan like the guy always doing all the planning.
Yeah.
For everything.
Yeah.
That'd be annoying.
Yeah.
You be like, all right, let's go get some food. What you got to taste for? I don't know. What you got to taste for?
The
Bro,
initiative.
do not ask me what I got to taste for. I just ask you what you got to taste for. We like make a decision.
That's what I'm saying. So initiative women,
Yeah.
as far as
that'd be.
Look, there go that.
There it is. It did it. It agreed.
There we go. We know we're on the right track.
It agreed.
If you said yeah.
It gotta look. I can't look. If you don't look, I can't do the. I'm not hungry, but you're really hungry.
Hungry?
I can't do the what you want to eat.
Or when I get mine, you want to eat mine.
Yeah,
you could
but like I can understand if you ain't nothing wrong with sharing, but like
Yeah.
dog,
Come on,
like
bro. You coulda
how you
ordered
on
this.
mine?
Yeah, you can order this.
Have your own mind.
I told you to order this. I
Have
told
your
you this.
own mind.
I told you this was fire before I bought it.
No, for me though, when it comes to the initiative with the sex thing, man, for off the rip, I first be like, "What you doing, girl?"
Nah.
Because
Nah, because again, for me,
right.
I'm so accustomed of not getting it.
Right.
When I do get it, it's like, oh, thank you. God damn, I am happy.
No. Are you talking about when it? I'm just saying like
I'm saying women who take the initiative
to do it,
no matter what it is.
ain't
whether
nothing like a wake up call.
Yeah,
Let's
it's
put it
nothing.
that
But that's
way.
what I'm saying. It's the women that take initiative.
It's a beautiful thing.
It's a beautiful thing.
It makes your man just want to go out there and go do the damn thing.
And again, like I said, me and my wife, I talk about a lot of things just because I've experienced a lot because I got a wife, and these are the things that we've had to work through. Me had to get myself getting better at some of the things that she wants, as far as me being more affectionate, me being all that, and then my things to her as far as her being more. Taking more initiatives and all that kind of stuff, because I feel like those things go hand in hand.
Right.
If she takes more initiative, then I could be more affectionate, or I could be more affectionate to where she'd take more initiative.
Yeah,
so
hand in hand.
it's a hand in hand thing. So I don't blame her.
Right.
You feel me? Because it's stuff I have to do to usher that in too. So it's like you said, finding that balance.
You gotta find it.
Find that balance to make it make sense.
Make it make sense, man. But y'all let us know in the comments below, what is your top 3 pet peeves that I can't date you if you do this?
Oh, I like it.
Yes, let us know in the comments below. We love it. We appreciate you. We be here next Friday.
Friday show.
Reasons is going on at BK.
ATL, hey, anybody from ATL out there, hit your boys up, man.
Yeah.
I'm looking for things to do. I already got a
be lit.
little itinerary.
You know, one of these days I got to get me tied down so we can start planning couple trips, man. I think I think
those are fun.
I think you need a couples trip once a year. You need a family trip. You need a boys trip, and you need a girls trip. I think, and then you need that individual when you do your, like 5 trips a year should be. I ain't saying you gotta go all around the world, but you at least need to put in 5 trips in your agenda every year.
Every year. I'm about to do 2.
Yeah.
So we already did our family trip to Vegas.
Yeah.
Now we got to be the wife trip.
Yeah. Now you gotta do the guy's trip.
Me and you got a trip.
Oh yeah, we gotta pick them damn tickets.
Yeah, I got you. We gonna figure that out.
Yeah.
So we got our trip.
We ain't sitting high either. I'm telling you right now,
we got our
your
trip
boy Bacon's gonna enjoy this game.
Yeah, we got our trip in December.
Yeah.
I have another trip with the wife because our anniversary 5 years, man. We coming on 5 years.
That's beautiful, man. Beautiful.
We were close to 5 years this year. We've been together we almost together for 8.
It's crazy.
Our time has flown.
That's good. I love that because in a time where relationships and commitment is like obsolete, and everybody just want to have sneaky links and side pieces, and nobody want to commit to anything. See, that's one thing about me. Like when I tie down, I tie down.
I can't wait.
When I tie down, I tie down. I think when you're single for a long time, you become real picky, man. And we got to talk about that too. Like sometimes singleness creates this pickiness where you start being too picky. Like, look, man, you got to know.
You got a list, man?
You got a
list like the females where you can't?
I don't got no list. It's just like, there's certain things I'd be like, man, my tolerance is shorter, dog. Like back in the day, I used to be able to tolerate a lot. Now I'm like, I don't got time for that. I don't feel like dealing with that. Like my peace is more important. My peace is more important, man. But we love y'all. We appreciate y'all. Y'all remember to have a blessed freaking Saturday. Tell your mama, your daddy, tell somebody you love them, man.
Yeah.
Tell somebody you love them, and always remember
to do what?
Talk that talk. See you next time.
Peace.